How to earn $4 million on hybrid deal per one player. Today, we're gonna talk about affiliate marketing and we will unpack how to secure better deals, negotiate like a pro, and avoid common traps in the iGaming world.
Is not. Would he be able to do it again? And tonight to be able to...
Welcome to the Peaky Ads podcast, and to help us break this down, we are joined by Alanas, one of the top minds in the affiliate partnerships, iGaming expert with a decade of experience in iGaming. Alanas, could you a little bit introduce yourself? Tell us what your experience, what your expertise, what are you doing right now?
So hi, thanks for inviting to this podcast. I was introduced like a super duper some pro, but now need to prove something, I guess. So I have been in the industry for around like more than 10 years. So have been a part of some affiliate networks like Matching Visions. At that time was online affiliate world. I was a part of Odd Checker Group, IBUS Media. Then now for a while, like for 5 years, was the CCO of the GG Group Media. So the expertise was quite wide. And working for networks, especially, you know that there was different wide of affiliates. So there was a time when you need to negotiate deals for PPC affiliates, for Facebook traffic affiliates, for name it, just small sites which are out of nowhere. But for example, if it's sites like big sites, but they're opening new sites like new, they need to get some investment. So you're going to talk to operators and so on. So it's like lots of been there. We were building different from scratch, everything. So, you know, it's whatever type of the traffic needed, we can discuss this in details, I guess, here. So, yeah.
Nice. So I was right. So super trooper, high experienced iGaming expert. And why this topic matter? Why should we talk about better deals? Up to Affiliate Insider statistics and its researches, affiliates can increase their earnings by 20 or even 40% simply by negotiating better terms and choosing the right operators. And of course, about only 12% of affiliates globally negotiate their contracts. So keep that in mind and always try to get a better deal. And to begin with, Alanas, how would you describe today's iGaming affiliate market for someone entering in just right now in 2025? And what has changed recently during the last years?
Well, I will just start from the my beginning. So I remember times when it was no GDPR, like no restrictions even on Facebook. You could just without any cloaking, you just start that in any country. And now things changing so much. Like it's I don't know how many times it's harder to enter the market, but it's for sure is harder. So from what I see, so the first thing. There's like I would say 5-6 segments which are now we need to consider. So the first one is the consolidation. So it means that bigger affiliates are trying to acquire smaller affiliates. So what does it mean? It means the simple thing that to enter the market without a big budget, it's getting harder and harder. So then it means smaller affiliates in the beginning with smaller budget, they have to start going into like less like more niche keywords like games keywords and so on, and try to monetize, then to grow step by step, get authority, and then to play the game, because otherwise it's very hard to compete for, I'm not sure if we're allowed to name keywords here because maybe we'll be banned by our, sites where we're going to be public, but real money, whatever.
I hope it doesn't work like that. Don't worry.
I hope will not. So, but let's say everyone well-known keyword is real money gambling. Let's say so. For this keyword, it's not possible even. I think not even worth to go in the very beginning because for small affiliates. then I would say still SEO is the king anyway. So, but then we understand who is the king, right? People who are with big authority sites, usually, and sometimes niche sites can go up, but usually with big authority sites, they're, I don't like to call it parasite SEO, but it is what it is in some, especially in English speaking, like, or in some strict regulated markets. So they are dominating. So SEO there, so this is quite trending. And if you have an opportunity to go there, people are doing that. So not naming companies who is doing that, but it's well known who is doing that. And they're doing quite successful. So this is, an SEO still is the king in some low. So another thing is the localization of the market, I would say. So localization wins here. So what means? So if you have, as an affiliate, you have a dot whatever market, like not .com, but I mean some strict, let's say Latvia .lv, Lithuania .lt, whatever. So you have bigger chances, but it doesn't mean that you can win there, but it's bigger chances. And I think the same is with every brand who is going to promote. If he's more localized, so he's going to win there, right? Then going forward, what else? So what's trending? I would say compliance things. What's more, that's more. Compliance is going harder and harder. So, but it doesn't mean that it's killing the industry. The industry is growing. Based on stats, the industry is growing. So even in this case, everything is growing. So compliance thing is what we have to have in mind, and it's going to be stricter. You need to adjust much more. So what I mean by compliance for brands is quite clear. To avoid to being banned, to avoid to get fines and so on. For affiliates, it's a bit different. Let's see what happened now with PPC market last days. So maybe someone heard about this last update. So lots of PPC affiliates were out of the market, but it doesn't mean, I don't think honestly that it's going to die. It's as usual, lots of years the same and the same and the same. Just the first guy will find out what is going on, and we go. And lots of businesses were, let's say, damaged, but it's fine. It happens in the market and it goes. Just now we need to find the structure and so on. Then I would say the rise of the AI. I would not say that the business should be based on the AI, of course not. But to find the help into AI, I think it's a must. So sometimes not because you are lack of ideas. No, it's more that to find some help to maybe to reduce costs. Instead of hiring 20 content writers, you can, I don't know, lower it to 10 in some case scenarios, lower it to 10, and to try to optimize the content better. So, and maybe the sixth one, which I would like to mention, it's the boom of sweepstakes. I would say I'm not sure how booming is that. Sweepstakes were for like many years ago. Actually, I know brands like who were 11 years ago, and it was being promoted without any like affiliate deals. Just it was a social casino. It was called like this, but where you could play as a sweepstake, not as a social casino, but as a sweepstake. And now I see that it started to trend. So step by step, it goes and trending. So I would say these 4 or 6 steps which I just mentioned. I need to tell them again, but maybe who will listen. So this should be enough.
Yes, thank you for such a massive intro. I hope everybody listening very attentively. And for those who has troubles right now with PPC, we pray for you. Remember, when someone finds the sword, you will always find a shield. So things gonna be better. And when we talk about changes in affiliate marketing in our industry, in iGaming also, it's crucial to remember also about specialists, about experts and professionals who are here on this market doing this business, helping us grow as affiliates. Yeah, and for sure, I mean affiliate managers. So what is the difference between a good affiliate and a bad affiliate? Because I know many years ago, like 20 years ago, it was enough just to give a link, give average advices, and you're gonna launch traffic. And right now you need to have much more knowledge, up to my personal opinion. Can you confirm it? And what is good affiliate right now?
So we're talking here about affiliate managers, like as affiliate, like
exactly, affiliate managers for sure, yeah.
So I would say good affiliate manager. It's not very hard to be an affiliate manager, right? Like just an affiliate manager. But I'm not saying it's a very good position. I mean, it's an amazing. I know people who are making lots of money out of this position just working as an affiliate manager. So it's very, I would say, let's start from bad things. Because when people are asking what's good, so I'm saying what's bad. That's more interesting than what's good, because everyone is very successful, at least in this industry. What I'm here. So what is a bad affiliate manager? So the bad, but I'm not saying bad as a person, bad as a professional. So someone who is not answering you on time, who is not proactive, who is not helping you when you ask, who is having some lack of product knowledge, of course, because what you just mentioned before, that like 10 years ago or something like that, so people there was no need to know that much about affiliate marketing, about the, let's say, regulations, about the product, because no one really cared about it. You just send the traffic, and if you have payments, everything converts. It was not even about the games inside or whatever. Now people cares. So the person who trying to blame you all the time about something, if it doesn't convert, so it's your traffic fault, not the product fault. So then poor in handling conflicts, because I'm a person who's trying not to go into conflicts at all. Like if someone tries to go make a conflict here, so we're not about here. We're about to make money here. So and he treats what I like. This is actually a phrase which I'm saying. Everyone treats affiliates like numbers. So if there is no numbers, that's it. So I remember people who were helping us in the beginning when we were, for example, in GG Group Media, we were very small in the beginning, and we found very amazing support from some affiliate managers. So who, for example, I can mention them, like for example 888 Casino at that time, so it was 2019 something. They sponsored our articles, like just trust in our I would say professionalism that we can do something. So they supported us at that time, and we started to post content without even asking for traffic. I know that it's a big brand for them, like 500 euros, it's nothing, but still they were pushing us, like, because maybe that was the market which they wanted to enter, I'm not sure, but anyway, they were pushing, giving money, and we managed to success. And we rank out for crypto keywords and so on. So it's all about, if you see, no need to kill the contact if you don't see potential now. Maybe it will work out later. So about good affiliate managers, so it's someone who is trying to help you and being proactive. I understand that very, very super proactive affiliate managers, they cannot handle a day like more than, I would say, 40 chats. I guess let's be what's your opinion? How many chats an affiliate manager can handle? Just this more discussion.
It varies. It varies, to be honest. In my personal opinion, if we're gonna talk about sales department, there are gonna be several lines, like sales line, like support line, and optimizing and developing line. In such case, it varies from line to line. And most probably you talk about the last one, about the optimization, about tight connection between an affiliate and affiliate manager, the place where growth appears. I believe up to 30 affiliates as effect, not in one day, during the month. Because if you're gonna talk and improve 30 affiliates during one day, it's gonna be something impossible. I think so. What is your experience here?
Yeah, that's what I was trying. Yeah, I would say I'll be on your side here. I would say 40. It means like 20. You would answer, "Hey, hello. Yes, I will come back to you. I need to check something." but bear with me, something like this, not to lose like, the connection. And 20 on daily basis, you can dedicate time for 20. I'm not saying that you need to talk to them like every minute. I'm just saying you need to hold fingers on the pulse, right? So something like that.
Yeah.
So 40, I know it sounds a lot, I know. So if I'm the manager, I'm not demanding to be in touch with 40 affiliates a day. No, a week, as you said, yes, 40 is possible. Normally 40, not like high, and then in addition to approach, maybe 20 more, I guess, something. Approach, I mean just to write, that's it. No need to get. So you see, we have a number of 60, what I'm expecting. It sounds like a lot, but when you think about you are working like 8, normally, I'm not saying about these guys who are working for 12 hours a day. I'm talking about a normal day, 8, 7 hours. So count, it's like 40 hours per week. So what is like in an hour, you are dedicating 1.3 something chats, right? So it's not that much. If you know how to schedule your time. So yeah, talking about good affiliate managers. So I really like when they're trying to not going too deep into my traffic. They're not asking me too much. Where is the traffic, right? I know my problem. I'm not sending you traffic. No need to ask me again. No need to push me. When I will want to send you, I would like to send to everyone, but it's not possible. When it's a SEO site, it's like, one page converting positions, it's up to 10 in the base case scenario, I guess. Of course, some people can somehow send email traffic to the number 10 position to mix it and so on, but it's not fair if you're saying it's SEO and you're sending emails. It's not. So anyway.
Well, what works approaching good affiliates? What should they tell you to get you on board?
We would come to this after that, but I will after this. I will just comment this as well.
Yeah, sure, go on.
So I would just want to say about the good affiliate manager. So he needs, as I said, to help you to solve problems. So not asking where is the traffic or when it comes, maybe how I can help you to improve the traffic. Maybe I can do something for you. I was saying no, thank you for now. It's fine, and that's good. That's it. It's not that you offended me. Just that's good. Thank. I will come back to you. So to be proactive, you just need to be proactive. Just show something that you care, and try not to blame other people if something is wrong. Try to go with a solution in the very beginning. And if you see there is some potential in the affiliate, it doesn't matter for now. If you have some spare budget, try to help. No one here in the industry is about to scam you. There are, of course, people who are scamming, that's for sure. But I'm saying that people here are trying to make money, not just they're trying to go take money and run. No, we investing money. I have like projects which were not successful, but people invested, and we are keep doing. It's not like brands are only risking. Sometimes brands are affiliate managers. I'm just now it's more for bad of lack of experience things that people that say are saying, oh, we are paying you more than we're paying you more, you earn more than we earn. But the reality, affiliate is not about the traffic only. It's about the infrastructure. The infrastructure costs a lot. The traffic itself, when it is, it's gold. But to make it happen, this is the biggest problem. Yeah. So next question was about?
Next question was about approaching good affiliates.
Yeah, sorry.
What works here?
There is no one, in this industry, there is no one answer to anything. I would say there is nothing. There is when the boss comes to you and say, this is the right thing. If he thinks it's the right thing, okay, we can do it. But in general, it's not about blaming someone. Again, just more, you need to be like creative, I would say, somehow. The best is, of course, face-to-face meetings. Sounds very old school, but in reality, to make real friends, as usual, online. We hear in the 21st century, we hear that people are making friends online. Yes, that's fine. Finding wives and everything is great with that. But make business, usually, I'm not saying always, is the best face-to-face meeting. If not, so this is the hardest part, to approach online, I guess. what I would do, so I would go straight to the point after doing the research. But the research, I understand that people don't do that. Why? Because it takes lots of time. You not like wasting, but let's say I want to approach an SEO affiliate. I need to know exactly which sites he's having. Then I need to check which keywords he's ranking. Then I need to see which countries he can do. And then if it's possible to know some deals which he's having. This is the base, and to get a recommendation. This is even more important than the rest. But if you have all 5, I think you are going to close the deal. And how to approach it, what I would do, I would go straight on, Skype is dead now, where unfortunately we rest in peace. But approaching via Skype or, okay, should we name Skype?
Microsoft Teams they have
Yeah,
instead.
sorry,
Microsoft Teams.
And there to approach, I never tried now. So it's the same, you're putting the name, right? Okay. So
to be honest, I didn't try it yet. Also, I'm on
so-
Telegram mostly right now, so
yeah,
maybe it's gonna be the same. I believe, just
Most
a different
probably.
name.
So, okay, so you're trying to approach someone, then you're writing, hi, my name is this and that. It's someone cares, someone don't. Then I represent this and that. I see that you have these sites. I would be most interested for these and these pages because I see that you are ranking for these kind of keywords, and my brand is very good in converting with this payment, with this type of traffic, because this and this and that. I would say this is perfect. With this approach, I would say you can close the deal.
Genius,
not-
but very basic, to be honest, very basic. And this work should be done by any affiliate manager, and that's what in my practice I always teach people like that you need to come up not just with a spammy message like, hello, I have brand, you have traffic, let's have a deal. Yeah. You need to make researches, you need to make a personal approach, so that's gonna work. And if we talk about affiliate managers, we're gonna talk about deals and offers for sure. So how should affiliates evaluate offers? What metrics and terms matter most? And what is a good brand? What is a bad brand? What to tell about it to affiliate on behalf of affiliate manager?
Yeah, but this again, it won't be one like simple answer. But none of these questions. That's why we're having this discussion. So let's start again from bad brands. Who is the bad brand? The bad brand. Firstly, let's talk about the reputation here. If the reputation is not good, so this is the first red flag. Even maybe not the red, but the gray flag, whatever. Maybe sometimes there are fake reviews, so need to be careful as well. So let's say that some big sites they don't have a good connection with, let's say they have some conflict with the brand.
Yes, I would say here one thing, that it's not always about bad or good reputation, because we are all live people, we are all on the market, and I saw so many cases when people with bad reputation becomes a brands with good reputation and vice versa. So I would say here you need to check the actual status, to check who is working there and if you can trust them or not. So I think this is an idea, because unfortunately we all make mistakes from time to time, and should those mistakes be lifelong issues for us? I don't think so.
Yeah, again, here in the industry, people who are staying for more than 4 years, they are not trying to scam anyone. They are not trying to, to do something. They try, most probably, not everyone, of course, but trying to do the win-win situation. So the bad brand, again, I will start with the bad things. So as I said, some sites, they're having a bad review about some brand, but it doesn't always mean that this is a really bad brand. I had cases that for me, these brands were converting amazingly, and on some big site, I don't want to name names of these sites, but the big, like back in the days, they were biggest ones, now not the big, but review sites. So they have a lower rating there. Maybe it's because they didn't solve some issues for some customers, because they have thousands of players, thousands. So one player puts a bad review, and it means that the rating goes down a bit, and they need to solve the brand. If they haven't been solved, that's the problem. So it goes down. So not to trust much about the reputation on review sites. It's important, but not the most important. that the bad brand, it means when someone comes to you giving you the high deal. I had a case, someone offered straight and forward. I said, I need the onboarding fee. He said, instead of the onboarding fee, let's do, I asked for 10K onboarding fee. So he said, like, let's do other way, send me 20 FTDs and each FTD will be 500 CPA. I said, you know, it sounds already weird, right? But but the thing is, I knew the guy who the guy is, and I knew I didn't know much about the company behind, but I knew the guy. Okay, so I trusted him. I said, okay, that's fine with me. Let's send you 5 FTDs and let's see how you will going to pay me. That's fine. I knew that we are going to, the traffic quality was very high. So for that was okay. 500, I would say for that we could ask for about 1,000 per CPA, but it doesn't work. We're going to talk about it, I guess, a bit later. So, and they, at the end, for these 5 FTDs, firstly, they didn't convert well. To send 5 FTDs, we need to send them 35 registrations, which is a lot for SEO site for this kind of traffic. I'm talking about generic keywords, best keywords, and you know, 5 FTDs after that. So when you count it, it's a bad brand. It's a very bad brand. It's a disaster. It's a loss of money. So, but it's okay. We tried. It didn't work, and they didn't pay. So, you know, that's another problem. And and then the NGR was even not there. You see deposits, something with the tracking. Actually, very bad case when the tracking doesn't work. So when the tracking doesn't work properly, that's terrible. What I'm suggesting to every SEO site now, if it's localized site and you are local there, try to test payments by your own. Like at least do 2 free deposits and tell in advance your affiliate manager that you are going to test it. That's your FTDs, not like someone around did the FTDs and, you know, don't pay for these FTDs, that's fine. Or pay 1 CPA just to cover me deposits, but I want to test it just to see if it works. If it's 3 out of 5 payments are working, that should be fine. Which ones, but it's fine. Then the bad brand is payments. That's what I mentioned. Then after payments, the payment is great if it works, but then you need to just think if it's a CPA deal or RevShare. If they have a bad customer support, then goes of course CPA. If they have a good, if they have a bad customer support, then goes CPA. If it's a good customer support, then think about RevShare hybrid. That's a very important thing. Then trying to think about what is else bad. So if affiliate manager is bad, so it means the brand should be not very good. I mean, to get the deal is harder. So yeah, lots of things we can think about bad things by details here, but I would say it's very global things here, and a lack of budget if you are trying to, you know, acquire traffic without having the budget. So that's also, I would say, a sign of a very, not as a bad brand, but a bad management there, you know. So lots of things, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. There is gonna be a big list of it, and maybe we'll publish an article about it on our blog. So go to our website pkads.com/blog, and there is a massive amount of articles, useful articles for affiliates, operators, and for the whole industry. I mean, we are not right now just on this YouTube channel, but we also launched a text format. So stay tuned. And when we are talking about deals, about CPA hybrid, revenue share, whatever deals, we started our podcast with mentioning 4 million euros or dollars per one deal, per one CPA, not CPA, per one player on hybrid model. Alanas, could you tell us a little bit about this particular case first? And the second, tell us your opinion, what is the best deal for you, and what would you recommend to choose for our viewers?
It's, again, there is no one good answer, but it depends on your type of the traffic. If you need money fast, so obviously it's CPA, let's say, for what you're paying for media, let's say, so of course, I guess it goes with a CPA. However, affiliate managers are trying to convince you to go for a hybrid, but when you're trying to think about costs and you want to make money, you can't risk that much. You see how long campaigns are living for PPC now, so you just cannot go. And I think prices are going to increase for CPAs there anyway because of the cost of the infrastructure. So for paid media, I would say, yeah, to go CPAs only if it's something like very, very high quality traffic, very. So try to get some RevShare on the top. I would go for that. Or actually to think about more creative things, like to think, okay, I don't hear need, but let's do a bit another thing. I will go to register you a sub-affiliate account where I'm getting 5%. For example, and another account which I'm connecting the sub-affiliate, I'm getting the CPA only. Fair. I think it's quite fair. So this is about creativity here. So need to think about creative ways. So talking about what's better, I would say SEO for SEO sites who are not black hats SEO sites and quite stable. I would go more trying to go push for the RevShare. If it's a generic keywords, I would say RevShare because long term. However, I know sites who are ranking for generic and they are going for from click to FTD, I think, click to deposit, something already deals. So they know that they are dominating in some markets, so they just go for that, like PPC. So, but in companies for generic keywords, I would try to squeeze the biggest RevShare part, and then to get a CPA as a hybrid. Hybrids are perfect. Plus CPA plus maximum RevShare, and then you go.
Yeah, fair enough. Creativity is the key, and I know that some affiliates on the markets and some operators even works for spams, as they call it. So you run campaigns or websites or PPC traffic just to cover your expenses plus some margin, some percentage, like totally transparent deal, and they work like, let's say, outsourced marketing agency. So that's also can be an idea. But we started this part with one interesting thing about $4 million revenue on one player. And you missed this part, so I would like to remind you about it. Could you tell us what was it? Maybe just in general words, if you are not going to cover the whole thing, but to let our viewers to illustrate what you just mentioned about hybrid deals. Why and how? Not why, but how have you attracted this particular player? What was it? What was the marketing funnel, I would say, of it?
Again, it was SEO traffic. At that time, we were ranking in the company I was working for. We started at some point to rank. It's very interesting, actually, story. We didn't know that it's going to be a huge boom, but we knew that it's going to happen about crypto something. So we ranked out for crypto keywords. And one of the top brands, they're having stands like in the first rows. They realized that they got 1 month, they got about 20 FTDs for this kind of traffic. And the guy came to me. He now actually became the CEO of the company. So I think this player helped him. Was a part of the success. But of course, I'm just kidding. He did a great job. So they approached us and said, let's try, we want to keep the #1 position. Just let's try to negotiate the deal. So he came to me with offers. It was sports traffic at the time, sports crypto. And then he said, let's do some kind of a hybrid deal, because I see that it's amount of, you know, how they work, trying to convince you to go for the CPA, of course. But it's all good. It shows actually proactivity and knowledge of the market, because he saw some players, but it was no huge players at that time, just some 1,000. It was big players, but not huge. And so I said, like, let's close a deal, and he was offering kind of 120 plus 25, something 150 plus 25. I don't remember. It was 5 years ago. And I was like, started to check players. And I see there is potential to make a bit more out of than 100 CPA in long term than now, because I know in the first month you will not make this 100, but in like a few months you for sure you will cover. So it was kind of a no deal breaker. We somehow it was so hard to negotiate. I don't know why at that time, but for me it was so important to get 40% no admin fee at that time that with the team, we decided let's have some kind of fixed fee, like a couple of thousands, then to cover the CPA, then to have some whatever, just 40, I remember, CPA something, plus 40% RevShare. And even there was a baseline of 10 or 15 euros, something like that. So well, it's okay, because every player was crossing the baseline, and some players could, crypto, when they search, they can come from Nigeria, I don't know, from Africa. It's not, I don't want to offend the country, but there is sometimes low quality players. So it's okay to have the baseline for this kind of traffic, because you just care about big players, and it's not the huge amounts. And at some time, there came a player who in 9 months, and he was from, I remember, from Vietnam, I think. He came and he deposited 9 point something mil, and the NGR out of it was 4 and something mil. So it means from out of 40%, we made, this was no admin fee, so it means it was 2.2 something. I don't remember exactly numbers, but 2 something mil. But it was not in 1 month, of course. It was in some period of time. I don't know. The player disappeared after 9 months, so I have questions, but no proof. Everything is clear. It disappeared from the system. It doesn't show the ID. Maybe he's not playing. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is.
Awesome story. And unfortunately, I know there are a lot of cases like that on the market when you bring a not even a high potential player, but a VIP high roller player. It can disappear from your statistics from time to time. So be sure you check your stats. And coming back to the previous topics, be sure to make first deposits, like deposit tests, not only in the beginning of your cooperation, but further. Just mention about it to your affiliate manager that you just did a test and this is a lead. Because even then, if everything is fine in the very beginning, later everything can be changed, I would say. So be sure you do testing or lifelong testing of your cooperation, of your deals. And coming back to that part about Africa and Nigeria, which you mentioned about low quality players there, for sure, these markets, African markets, they have a lot of not low quality, but low checks, I would say.
Yes,
like average revenue per user is very low, but still there are a lot of VIP players. There is a big immigration to Africa right now. Africa is building, like people from China, people from Europe, people from the US are there, and also they consider to be good players. So for those Africa discussions, stay tuned on our channel, subscribe to our channel. We already have 2 episodes about Ivory Coast and about Senegal on our channel. We're gonna publish more, so subscribe, follow, not to miss them. And coming back to better deals, an amazing story about 4 million revenue, very amazing. I believe it improved a lot in your company, and it's great resources to build something new. And it's not always easy to get those revenues. I would say a part of luck is implemented here. But when you negotiate the deals, it's not so easy to negotiate the good deal. For sure, for you, it's going to be easy because everyone knows you already. Everybody knows that we can trust you and have a good deal with you. But there are people who are watching us, there are viewers who are watching us with not so great reputation, not because of they are bad or something, not just because they are newbies. And what's gonna be your advice for those newbies, for those affiliates in negotiating deals with operators? How to negotiate those deals? And as you probably remember, in the very beginning you mentioned that it's better to make those deals in person on events. And if so, what are the greatest events for networking, like big conferences, small conferences, personal dinners, and so on? Let's talk about it.
So, well, again, let's not make an impression that all deals I made were successful. Let's be honest about it, that Sometimes you take money and the project is not successful, and you're saying, well, sorry, it happened, but before we brought you lots of money, so it happened. So I am in a different position right now, so I can allow to myself to fail like 2-3 times, that it's okay. But if you fail like 10 times in a row, that's a problem. So, but still, you are not disappearing. You're talking to people, you're saying that this and that. You just need to be transparent. You need to say, if in the worst case scenario you fail, you need to be transparent to people. Don't try to hide. Just tell the truth, because otherwise people will start thinking that you are scamming them. This is very important to have mentioned them. For me, I would say what I would suggest to people before going into negotiations to try to attract budgets or just to close a CPA or whatever deal, think about your key points where you are strong or you are going to be strong. What's the main thing? Why they have to do that? Or it's going to be a project where we are going to rank with these kind of keywords, which this is what I told in the very beginning, how to approach brands, not brands, affiliates, or brands actually also the same way. What is their key point, and understand if it's a match with your project. So let's say I see the brand is crypto, I'm trying to sell them crypto. And I'm not taking, and make sure that you're making an impression as a person, you're not taking money to your pocket. One thing, if it goes to salaries of people, I would say it's not something, salaries is your problem. The main is the infrastructure. If money goes to infrastructure, not salaries is different, that's fine. But if you're selling with salaries, it's a problem. So think about it as well. And it's better, again, here's better not to lie, to have money for how you're going to survive. Then think about what the brand is going to get after that. So try to think the creative way. Maybe sacrifice the deal. Maybe say, I can bring you free FTDs or something. 100 first FTDs you don't pay at all. So it can be also, if they trust you, of course. If the project, so I don't know, these pitch decks, I don't think nowadays it works. Maybe it works for big projects, like, you're coming with a project, 5 mil project or something. I'm here talking about investments like 10,000, 20,000, something. For this kind of, I don't think you need to have a pitch deck or something, just to show on real examples, like take your phone or notebook, see, this is we are working, this is done, we are close to start, we need this amount of money, I can give you this and that, and please try to close the gap this, and I don't know, later let's try to think about, or now let's agree on a deal, I'm going to give you this and that for this. And after let's say we're successful, you are always in top 5, let's say, somewhere, always, forever. You can change the brand. It's not that, don't give away the number 1 position, never. I think don't give away the number 1 position, because it's something which, it's your gold mine. Never give away your strongest point to everyone, because then they are going to milk you. So otherwise, it's not cool. But top 5 positions you can give away. It's not a bad offer, and people are trusting you. They will keep investing and trust, because once they gave you 20K, I think for them it would be stupid to stop to support you, especially when you're successful. At least something you've done. At least if they see at least 1 FTD or 2 FTDs, not fraud FTDs, they already I don't like this to say they're in your pocket. It's not nice to say, but it's something that you already attracted them, so that helps you already to work with them more and more. So yeah. So again, what you said, like, don't be upset if something goes wrong. I understand there are sad days. For me, it also happened, and different projects could not be so well done. But keep doing. Just keep doing, keep going, keep pushing, and it will succeed, because the most successful people are the ones who never stopped, I guess. But don't think that the image they have in front of you is something what is always with them. They also can be sad. They also can even cry. A man also can cry, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, sure. And when we are talking about negotiating those deals, and as we discussed already, it's better to negotiate them in person. So what networking events affiliates prefer, like you in particular?
So I have mentioned in some, I think, previous time I was talking to some guys. So I was telling the one I like the most, again, and I'm telling it again, it should be live, of course, and the one like a dinner, where I invited like not top affiliate, it can be top affiliates, it can be medium affiliates, it can be, actually this is a good thing. Yeah, so something like, so actually I would say it can be an event, one event is for top affiliates, another is for medium affiliates, another is for potential affiliates. So let's say you're inviting for 3 different dinners. So these are the main ones. So segmentate like this, I would suggest, and that's I like the most. Networking events itself, like where people are standing with a beer or something and just there is no structure, just walking around. I would say this is something also I like, because you can improvise. I like improvisation, but improvisation is good when you are not the first time in the industry. So then improvisation maybe works better because you can just jump one to another and that works better. But if you are quite newer, so I would suggest you to schedule or have some kind of a structure to think, at least by, for example, conference, to try to, okay, here I will go to this square or to this, how to say,
area on the conference.
To this area, something like that, and another day I will go there, try to go this. So I like conferences as well. Just dinners, I would say it's more segmented and more targeted. So when you invite them, you're showing some respect to people who came to you, and this helps also more. Yeah, private events also, of course, always good. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I can totally confirm, because when you're talking on the conference, imagine that like 30,000 people arrived to the conference, and a manager on the booth needs like 5 minutes he can spend for you in average, because there is a big queue of those who would like to make a deal. And for sure, it's not enough time to discuss a proper deal, to set up a proper deal. Because of that, it's better to arrange personal meetings or dinners or some events for not so big amount of participants, but with an opportunity to discuss the whole deal, to discuss maybe personal lives, because we're all here for money for sure, but it's much more easier to set up a transparent deals if you know a person in person, whatever it sounds.
Exactly.
And if we are talking about better deals, better negotiations, better profits even, I know that you are doing SEO traffic, and I know you had some experience in PPC also. So is there any difference between SEO and PPC traffic in part of making a deal, in part of getting an offer? And maybe if we set up campaigns for PPC for high-ranked keywords also, is it possible to get their hybrid deals or revenue share deals? Is it necessary to make deals like that, or PPC just about CPA, for example?
Again, there is no one answer. So for example, there is a strategy which I have implemented at that time when it was necessary. So if there is an SEO site, right? And then you are working on RevShare, but you don't have huge amounts, right? And there is lots of brands, and your quality is good, but you don't have huge amounts. So I would suggest, and again, it sometimes works, sometimes agreeing people, sometimes not. It's also hard to get, but it's possible. It's based on your reputation, I guess, more, but it's possible that you are can be very creative there. Okay, RevShare, I need money now. What will motivate me now to push this brand and for this brand to support me? More traffic and quality traffic, right? So I can give the whole traffic to put number one, not the whole, but number one, let's say, if it's a comparison site. And let's say if you see that the NGR is quite high, so try to set some KPIs between you together. Let's say something to try to do. Let's say, okay, if let me have a KPI also. So I will have a KPI to send you 10 FTDs, and another thing, if I reach, let's say, 50K NGR, you are paying me the RevShare as it is, but I'm getting a bonus on the top, whatever. If you don't pay to some sub-affiliate, right? So you have some extra spare money. So pay me as a fixed fee, some 5K on the top. If it's 50K NGR, you can allow to yourself to do some kind of incentive to the affiliate to pay a bonus. So yeah, we were getting like 10K on the top for 100K NGR. So yeah, we had an agreement, and it was working for a long time until, SEO is dropping. So sometimes, and actually old players are still generating, and if the brand is in a good relationship with you, he can support you. He's saying, okay, fine, for 5 months, if the players are generating this amount, I see that you don't send the amounts, we are going to support you, but the players are playing, we are going to still pay the bonus if it's going to work. But in 5 months, let's try to renegotiate. So this shows how good the affiliate manager is and how good we build the relationship also. So for SEO, I would try to go in this creative way to think how to can squeeze more money out of deals if you are delivering and everyone is happy. Because if you just take the onboarding fee and you don't deliver and no NGR there, so you just pay the fixed fee and no, there's no win-win situation. It's only the win and then win and the loss, right? So it doesn't work. So think about creative ways, or ask them not, okay, if you took the onboarding fee, you made lots of CPAs, if it's, let's say, onboarding fee and CPA, so try to, the affiliate manager is saying, okay, we cannot pay you now everything, let's try to think about it. So you have to go a bit lower with the CPA or something, try to give them something also. Don't be stubborn and try just to stand your position. Think about how to, if it's an important brand for you, so better try to negotiate a deal which is win-win than just try to stand with your positions and get everything for yourself. Because in the long term, brands having too many things which they control, and they will, at the end of the day, they will make money, not the affiliate. So then for PPC, coming back, I would say PPC, it's all about what's the cost of the infrastructure, honestly. How much costs you to send the click. So if you have some spare, let's say, if you are making 500, let's say the CPA is 500, and for you to send one FTD costs 300, so you have 200 euro margin, right? So maybe it's worth lowering till 400 the CPA and take a small RevShare if you see it's high quality players, because I know brands who were sending like some, I know PPC affiliates who are not in the market anymore, but they have NGR till now generating like 1 million NGR per month, but they didn't have never any RevShare. So imagine now they're not even active. The infrastructure is down, but players are still playing. So it's about 1 million NGR after like 3 years of sending traffic. So if they would have this 15% of RevShare, so at this day they were still generating lots of money out of it. So it's what, NGR? So if pure RevShare, it's 150K, right? No, just pure numbers I'm talking. So it sounds very good. So I would say don't try to stand very much on your position, trying to hold, pay me now and that's it, because my management is pushing me. Firstly, speak to the management if you are allowed. Maybe in this case, let's try to be nice with him, with this brand, and later they will come back to us. That's what I'm saying to everyone. Don't try to squeeze the brand till the last water, because at the end it will be, you both will be in a bad position. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Exactly. You should always negotiate, and that's why we are talking about it today. You need to negotiate better deals, whatever your traffic you have, SEO, PPC, or maybe influence or push or pops, whatever. There is always a place for special deal, for special conditions, if you know how to talk about it. And maybe when you're negotiating a deal or you're talking to a person, there are special signs, or in other words, red flags, what you see, and what can help you to save your time and money in advance. So, what are those common traps or red flags do you see in affiliate agreements? What would you recommend to pay attention on?
I'm not very doing that always. That's just in the nice way to say that I'm not doing my job till then. But very important to see what are the terms and conditions. Some brands are putting into terms and conditions the fact that they pay you the commission only if you send 20 FTDs or 5 FTDs. So you need to be very careful. I'm not saying not to work with these brands, but just be aware that there is a sign that it's 5 FTDs or 20 or 10. You just need to read it. It's some they have, some they don't. After which amount they're going to pay you. And this is very important because, you send them 19 FTDs and there is a term and condition and you generated whatever NGR, they're not going to pay you for this month. And then it's written, it's going to be no negative carryover, it's negative. It's very simple things, but you have to know that. Another thing, what is going to happen if you send 19 players? Your commission is going to 0 or it's going to move. It's also very important because it's very thin things and you need to ask them in the very beginning. Now, for example, before at least it was as a given, you have to know the baseline. Now, sometimes if you didn't discuss the baseline, usually it's no baseline. The deal is CPA, no baseline. So it's, for me, I don't even negotiate that. So I'm just saying that's the CPA and that's it. So, and if you send traffic, so what's the problem to pay without baseline? But usually better double check what's the baseline, or there is wagering requirements, and sometimes they call it turnover, or no other words, just don't remember now. Or it's cumulative. Cumulative means sum up, or for some people who, because when I'm saying cumulative, some people don't know that also, by the way. So it's summing up or not. It's also. So these kind of small details, once you're trying to negotiate, if someone is not mentioning you, better double check, because on purpose, some affiliate managers don't say that as having a thing later not to pay you something. Just saying, oh, there was a baseline, oh, there was a wagering, and you didn't manage to cross it. So have in mind that you need to be careful with this. There is the kind of red flags, when there is something like if you're getting an email with a Gmail, so it doesn't look professional, or Hotmail or mail.ru, whatever. And it's a legit brand comes to you with, like, he's representing a legit brand. So, and is coming with this kind of email, it doesn't sound really good, to be honest. So then, it comes by chatting to people. If you see there is a lack of expertise, so maybe ask him, you are the first, how long, in the nice way, ask him, hey buddy, like, for how long you're in the industry? Just ask him. So if he says you're 3 months, that's fine. But if someone is saying you 5 years and doesn't know some simple things like cumulative, so it's already, you need to be careful. But it sounds like a joke, but it happens. So you need to be very careful with that. Now, out of the mind, I don't know, so I need to think about it more, but I quite say these are the things you need to be very careful, I would say.
Exactly. If you have some special practices, our dear viewers, how to check the transparency of potential negotiations, let us know in the comments your best tactics, and for sure we will discuss it, and Alanas will join us there in answers in this section below. And if we talk about future of those deals, of those offers, I remember a time when it started like almost 2 decades ago. For me personally, it started about 15 years ago. There was very simple deals, like even for registrations without baselines, without any KPIs and so on, very basic stuff. And for sure, it was okay for those who makes traffic, and for sure, it wasn't. Finally, in the end, it wasn't okay for operators, because such schemes allowed people to make a lot of fraud and scam to operators. And not only because of that, but because of that, there are some screwing, I would say, of those conditions. And what is the future of those deals? Will we have new deals? Will we switch to marketing agency models? Or what is your idea about it?
This is a good question. If I would know the correct answer, we would be millionaires today, but would make us lots of money. But as you just mentioned, I think where it's all about the cost of infrastructure. When you are working on the operation side, so you see the cost of infrastructure, and then then it's about seeing how much costs what. As you said, some people are moving to budget things because for them it's more safe to just spend the budget of the brand and to keep the margin, to be transparent, open. That's fine to see, but the brand has a control of the keywords, and maybe that works. That's actually something what works out, but it doesn't allow for the affiliate to maximize the profit because it's quite fixed profit already, and you cannot during the month you cannot make. But however, you can be more creative as to put some KPI. But I think agencies are putting some KPIs on the top. If you manage with this budget to send you this amount of FTDs, we're getting some bonus, like whatever, 100K, I hope, million, I don't know. Then CPL, well, CPL is more a sweepstakes model, I would say, for now. Actually, sweepstakes, what its boom is now, it's the same as it was like 15 years ago in the fiat industry of the iGaming, of regular casinos, I mean. So they are now using these models. So it's on CPL basis, but now but I see that's on CPA also now. So, but they are still having some CPLs. For now, I don't know. I from what I hear, sometimes, of course, if that's generic keywords, everyone is happy to pay you CPL, but no one wants, of course. They're putting now these generic keywords are asking for the conversion click to deposit deals, so this is also expanding and moving there. And it seems like because the infrastructure costs that much, that it's affiliates are making more money having these kind of deals there. So this is where it moves. I'm not sure if it's unfortunately, but for brands it also will cost more. However, maybe as now the PPC is a bit ups and downs, but maybe someone will find a solution and it will lower the cost again, because it's like ups and downs all the time. I remember when it was the only regulated markets, so the cost of the CPA was the same as now in the black hat PPC, for example. Or even, but it's very it's hard. There is no fixed price. Some are charging this, some are charging that. So it's very hard to say what the real price is. There are some more or less just. If there is going to be more creative, I think brands and everyone will try to implement these KPIs. This is what we were doing actually, as I mentioned, these kind of deals which we were implemented. It was in 2021, 20 until now. In this company I was before, so we were using that. So I think KPI-based things might work, because you need to think and creative somehow to do some incentives to brands to help them to affiliates to send you more traffic. So this can work also, I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I think that's a good idea to balance those strict regulations on the market, because onboarding process is gonna be harder in the upcoming years, I believe, because all around the world there is new regulations, more strict regulations. If we talk about white hat market, if we talk about black hat market, there are always a lot of activities like Google AI, machine learning, and so on, things which will makes your work harder if you're doing black hat. For sure, we don't recommend this way. We are doing only white hat strategies, but still. And if we talk about fraud, it's gonna be also improved. Those technologies gonna be improved. So for sure, we will have, as a result, more strict KPIs from brands, like baselines, amount of FTDs, amount of deposits. Even I saw some like sum of deposits gonna be a KPI also, just not giving an idea to operators, but it happens. And if on the one hand we see strict regulations, strict KPIs for traffic, for sure there gonna be another hand where you set up a good deal with an affiliate, where you provide not only KPIs in part of to like shave your traffic, but in part of giving you an additional revenue. Like if your traffic is good, if you're growing, if you bring more and more result, you will get more and more money. Let's say not just CPA $100 or whatever, but plus 10% out of a margin. Let's say something like that. You need to be creative, as we already mentioned, to balance those strict regulations and new upcoming conditions on the market. So, Alanas, big thanks for you to joining us today. It was a very, very very deep dive, I would say. If you're serious about leveling up your affiliate deals, go back, take notes, and start asking better questions to your affiliate managers for sure. And if you're new here, subscribe, like, and check out our earlier episodes on SEO in iGaming, AI in search, and retention strategies. Subscribe, follow for more. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.